holds is back in its mother.
Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles as they take on the new man, Nick Foles, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The Jaguars have Josh Lambo out there to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carson Wentz in his 4th season now out of North Dakota State, ready to bring out this Eagles offense. And he's had to sit and watch Nick Foles under center during Philly's last 2 playoff runs. So health will be a key for Wentz in 2019, no doubt. Now Wentz, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Quickly now a look at the Eagles' offensive starters.
A special player on the offensive line is right tackle Lane Johnson, a 2-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro. And pass rushers come from everywhere now in the NFL. And he holds them in check on his side and loves to finish off guys in the running game.
Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. These two quarterbacks, of course, very familiar with each other. Well, Nick Foles, very familiar with the entire Eagles organization, having led them to the Super Bowl title in Super Bowl 52 in place of Carson Wentz, who was injured. And then Nick Foles shipped on March 13th to Jacksonville. And now these two going head-to-head for the first time. Looking deep for his tight end. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Jaguars getting set to go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Foles. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Flush to his right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Foles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Foles to the goal line, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, and I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
They'll begin the drive with Howard, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On third and long, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. Fielded at about the 28. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go, here we go. 20! Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, 31 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
On play action, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go counter with Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go! 51. Coming this way. Here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
We'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you guys in just a little bit. This one of 5 games currently in progress as we kick off the second week of preseason action. We'll have 3 more tomorrow night, 5 on Saturday, and then 3 nationally televised games. Saints, Chargers, Seahawks, Vikings on Sunday, and on Monday night, the 49ers and the Broncos in Denver.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run with Cunningham. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So third and long, here's Minshew. He's going to go deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Let's go. Stick the outlaw.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
First throw now for the backup Kessler. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A first throw for the backup Kessler. And he's going to go down again. Dwayne Smoot, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and then a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From midfield, here's Kessler. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Mac Hollins the intended target. And it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Clement. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Kessler. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown-to-interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Minshew. And this is brought in by Pryor. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They go with Cunningham. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's Cunningham. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got it over the middle to Jeff Swain. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Cunningham. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
So now the Eagles down by 11, and time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. This short throw caught by Goddard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. On second down, Clement. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Kessler. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Kessler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Kessler. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.
Yeah, the nigga holds us back in this motherfucker.